This broadcast is partnered by Mint Mobile. Today on Friday Night SmackDown, Cody Rhodes is hunting for the Bloodline after seeing their attack on Randy Orton. And Logan Paul is scheduled to make an appearance. And LA Knight will be waiting for him. We are going to talk about all that and more right here in Alyx's World. Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is my WWE Friday Night SmackDown review for July 19th of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 weeks away from tomorrow, of course, but 2 weeks away from SummerSlam 2024. I apologize for not having the live chat on right there, but the live chat is now on. Thank you all for choosing me for your live review, post-show review after the show. Let's get right to it. It was okay. They did some good things. Stories were told. I felt like the best segment was LA Knight, and Logan Paul's contract signing for SummerSlam, confirming what should be one of the best matches of the entire night. You know Cleveland is going to be all in on that match. And not for Logan Paul, who's from Cleveland. Which is exactly why I can't wait for it. This needs to be LA Knight's crowning moment. Because that's that one thing that's been missing. He's been missing that one moment to hang his hat on. And if he beats Logan Paul in Cleveland, that's going to ring true for ages to come. That's the kind of moment that will make you a Hall of Famer. And I think they're going to have an excellent match. I hate saying that about Logan Paul. I hate giving him credit where credit is due because I hate the son of a bitch. But Logan is good inside the ring. And I think he's going to give LA Knight his best match in terms of his run in WWE. And I'm excited about that. Believe it or not, I'm also excited for Bayley and Nia Jax. Another one that I never thought I would be giving a compliment to. Nia Jax? Now look here. I laughed, I cackled when Bayley called out Nia Jax's history of injuring women. In their backstage interview, sit-down interview, Bayley told Nia Jax, in 2017, you didn't hurt me because you were stronger than me or more vicious than me. You hurt me because you were big, you were clumsy, and you were reckless. And Nia Jax's face was like, no! Her eyes widened like she wasn't expecting that to be said. Maybe that was one of those things where they told Bayley and Nia Jax to keep it real, go in unscripted, and just ripped on each other. And Bayley went for the jugular. And I loved Nia Jax's reaction to what she said. She was like, wait, are we going to do that? Are we making this personal? Bayley's like, yeah, bitch, I'm just telling the truth. You were reckless. And I see no reason to believe that you've changed. Although I believe Nia Jax has improved miles beyond what she was. Man, screw 2017. I'm talking back, 2021? Before she was released? Yeah, she's better than that Nia Jax, at least. But man, Bayley cooked her. And Bayley wasn't wrong. Nia hurt a lot of women by accident and not on purpose. She's reckless as hell. But I'm excited for that match. Believe it or not, the match I'm least excited for, despite it having a pretty solid story, and yes, despite the fact that I'm looking forward to what happens after, or at least at the end of the match, I'm not that excited for Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I still don't believe Solo is World Championship material yet. They've done nothing to make me feel that way. Although, there is a believable path to him winning that championship now that they've signed Hikuleo. Hikuleo was a talent that worked in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is someone that has that Samoan heritage, or at least the Tengen Is it Tongan or Tangan? I think it's Tangan heritage, right? It's just another subsection of Islanders. But he's related to Tama Tonga and, of course, Tangaloa. And they already said he will be joining the Bloodline. When that is, I don't know. But the Bloodline is getting a 5th member. And this guy is 6 foot tall, 6'8", if I'm not mistaken. 6'8". They'll round it up to 7 feet tall, just to make him feel a lot more vicious than what he is. They always do that. Like, Big Bill is like, what, 6'9"? And they say he's 7 foot tall? I'm cool with that too. But that's a big boy coming in. And that's a 5th member for Solo's Bloodline. At some point, you're adding all these members. They have to lead to something for Solo. You're giving Solo all of this attention, all of this TV time, just so he will be fodder for Roman Reigns? Are we sure about that, Chief? He needs to get something out of this. So if he's going to be the tribal chief, like the head of the table, the anti-Roman Reigns, you might have to justify it with a title victory. Otherwise, what's the point? As soon as this storyline is over with, he will cease being relevant. And that's a problem. You don't want that. You don't want Solo's momentum to completely die out when this storyline is over with. You got to have something ready for him to go afterwards. And that's what worries me. I'm a bit worried that all of the attention that Solo is getting now, the moment Roman returns and Roman takes care of him, and his build-up to The Rock at WrestleMania 41, because that is the match that's scheduled. That is what they're going to do at Las Vegas, Rock and Roman. That will be the main event. So we all know that everything that we're seeing now is building to that. I have to wonder, what's in store for Solo? See, I'm asking about Solo. I should be asking about Cody Rhodes. Because let's just call it like it is. When Roman comes back, not even if, when he comes back, it's looking like SummerSlam, based off of that ending. I doubt Cody Rhodes will be the top babyface by then. I doubt he's the top babyface now, and Roman isn't even here yet. But I know for sure, when he returns, he is going to be usurped by the head of the table, the real head of the table, the real tribal chief, Roman Reigns. It's not going to be Cody's show no more. It's going to be Roman's show. I have to imagine it's always been Roman's show. It's just more so now with this storyline. With Paul Heyman coming back, Roman Reigns as a top babyface, and then you got The Rock coming in to build to a match between him and Roman. Where does Cody fit in there? You really have to ask yourself these questions. What are they going to do with these two when Rock and Roman both come back? Maybe that's why I feel just meh about all of this. Because I ultimately know this is just a stepping stone. It's just a stepping stone to the real main event at WrestleMania 41. We still got time to tell some kind of story to make them feel some modicum of relevance before Roman and Rock come back. But yeah, sorry. It's very clear to me what they're getting ready to do. And that's why I'm not that excited for this match. I mean, the story is pretty simple and easy to follow. We got the Bloodline attacking all of Cody Rhodes' allies. They attacked Randy Orton last week. They attacked Kevin Owens this week. They took out Cody again. And they made the claim. Matter of fact, they have staked their claim. They have basically threatened the entire roster. If you support Cody Rhodes, if you stand up for Cody Rhodes, you will be an enemy of the Bloodline. They are stoking fear and making sure that Cody has no allies going into SummerSlam. This isn't the WrestleMania Avengers. You're not going to have Taker come back and help him. Seth is occupied with Drew and CM Punk. Sami Zayn's dealing with Braun Breaker. Jey Uso's going to be having his own issues to deal with. And even if he was to get involved, the numbers are a lot bigger than what they were at WrestleMania. With Roman, it was just Solo and Jimmy. Here, you got the Gorillas of Destiny. Ain't nobody realer than Gorilla. And then on top of that, you got someone that's, I mean, he's not important, but it's the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, who is dismantling bitches left and right. And then you got Hikulea getting ready to come in. It's not the same bloodline. So once again, you have to wonder, what are they going to do with all this when Rock and Roman come back? How is this going to tie into the main event? I'm sorry. I don't see things working out very well for Cody or Solo. But I'm not writing the show. I'm not the one that has to deal with that. Triple H does. Let me just say this too before we get to the review, because I've been feeling this kind of way at least for the last week or so. Really for both shows, but more so SmackDown than Raw. Because I think Raw, it's been carried by a lot of stories. The Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley story, Drew, CM Punk, Seth. Apparently Seth Rollins is going to be a referee for Punk and Drew. And Punk is supposed to be cleared to wrestle in 2 weeks. So he's set. You also got other aspects of Raw that are just much more entertaining than SmackDown. But overall, SmackDown hasn't been doing it for me. And I gotta be honest with you. I kinda saw this coming. When Cody Rhodes won that world championship, I said, look, enjoy the moment. Savor it. Because reality is gonna come crashing down. And that reality is, Cody Rhodes is not that great of a champion. At least not as a babyface. He's not. He hasn't been that interesting. What makes it interesting is what it could lead to. I'm not turning on SmackDown looking forward to seeing Cody Rhodes find a way to hold that title. I don't want to see him lose it either. And that's one thing too about John Cena. At the very least with John Cena, I at least got off on this idea that he could lose the championship. I rooted. I paid good money to see John Cena lose. I don't necessarily want to see Cody Rhodes lose, but I don't care if he wins either. That's a whole different kind of a mood with Cody. It's not a stance of, I hate him or I love him. I just don't feel anything towards him. And that's a problem. You don't want that in a champion. Not your world champion. Make us feel something towards you. So it's looking like, clearly, the plan is to keep the belt on Cody Rhodes for a little while. Until eventually we get to, I'm assuming, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And if that's the case, Randy's turning heel, right? You would think Randy turns heel. But if you don't do Randy and Cody at WrestleMania, and instead you do Rock and Cody somewhere around WrestleMania, I have a feeling that The Rock's going to take that belt off of Cody. Because at some point in time, we had to acknowledge that certain talent are great during the chase, but in terms of holding the belt, bringing interest as a champion, they just don't meet up. Roman is the kind of dude that brings interest as a champion. He does. Whether it's babyface or heel. CM Punk is the kind of dude that brings interest as a champion. Whether it's babyface or heel. Drew McIntyre brings interest, babyface or heel. Brock Lesnar brings interest, babyface or heel. Not everybody can do it. Cody is better under the chase. Unless, and I'll keep saying it, they decide to go the heel route with him. I think Cody Rhodes as a heel would be exponentially better as a champion. But this run as a babyface, though, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, yes, he's over. Yes, fans like him. Yes, fans are going to support him no matter what until he eventually turns heel. But I'm not going to pretend that he doesn't have his fans. Every time he comes out, he gets one of the biggest pops out of anybody, especially during his entrance. Facts are facts. But in terms of a TV character, there isn't much for him. They are booking Cody like a transitional champion. They're not booking him as someone that's going to be here for a long time. They're booking him as if, all right, we're going to give him a Cinderella run. We're going to make fans feel good about it before we get back to the real storyline with it. And that's just how I feel about it. Because, like, even tonight, he fought Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And their storyline is Grayson Waller is basically, I guess, trying to stab Austin Theory in the back. He doesn't care about Austin Theory, this idea that he's using Austin Theory, and he feels like Austin Theory is riding his coattails, essentially. So it's looking like they're building to a babyface turn for Austin Theory. I don't know what they're doing there. I don't really know what they're doing there. Kind of weird. But, like, the fact that Cody's fighting those two just kind of shows you, like, where he is as a champion. They're not really doing anything with him. His championship run has been very forgettable. No one wants to admit that. No one will say it. I will say it. All these other content creators will tell you, oh, it's been a great championship run. Look at the numbers he's doing. Look at the audience that he's bringing in. He's selling out arenas. I'm talking specifically as a character, as a champion from a television standpoint. It hasn't been that interesting. It was so much more interesting when The Rock was here, and The Rock was his foil. The Rock helped get Cody a lot more over than he ever was going to get just fighting Roman Reigns. I mean, look at it this way. How long ago was that? April, May, June, July. 4 months ago. 4 months ago. Within 4 months, Cody already feels like a secondary babyface. And Roman Reigns hasn't even come back yet. But when he does come back, we know who will be the top babyface. It's not going to be Cody. Look, I'm just speaking facts. This is not me being a Cody Rhodes hater. I think Cody is legit. I believe he is a main event player. I believe he has all the tools to be a face. I think WWE investing in him is the right move. And I'm happy he got his moment at WrestleMania. But everything I'm seeing happen is exactly what I predicted would happen. And with Roman coming back, and when we get to my preview and predictions, you're going to hear me make a prediction that is going to be wild at first, but when you think about it, okay, you can see it coming. When Roman comes back, forget about it. Roman instantly becomes the top babyface. Then what do you do with Cody? Andrade and Carmelo Hayes had an excellent one-on-one match. I believe these two should have a series of matches. The winner gets a shot at the U.S. title. Seriously, let these two go a couple more matches. Just, what? Best of 7? Why not? They did an excellent job tonight. Why not add some more? Tiffany Stratton got a chance to shine, but then lost to Mia Yim. Mi-Chan got a win. What? My girl Mi-Chan. Can I say something about Mia Yim real quick? Has she gotten better? Like, in terms of her in-ring performance, the way she looks, the way she carries herself, the way she performs, I feel like this is the best she's ever looked. I can't be the only one that sees that. She has been looking amazing inside the ring lately. And I think both WWE and NXT see that. They see that Mia Yim has made leaps and bounds improvements. Because before, her in-ring I'm not going to lie, her in-ring ability hasn't been all that great. Her movements were kind of stiff. She didn't move as smoothly. But it worked for her street style. She was a street fighter. But I feel like she's changed it up since then. And she's gotten a lot more faster inside the ring. Everything looks better. Everything looks smooth. Everything looks crisp. Even her selling has improved. We gotta give Mia Yim her credit. She looks great. And I'm happy she got a win. That will be the last win she gets probably the next year or so. But it was a great win for her. What wasn't a great win was Bianca Belair beating Chelsea Green in like 10 seconds. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting Chelsea Green. I get it. Chelsea Green is popular in her role. She gets over in losing. I understand that. And I'm happy that she's able to take what WWE has given her and work it into her favor. She's known for doing that. But there is a side of me that believes, and I honestly believe, that we should move past that now. I think fans, including me, are seeing the potential of who Chelsea Green has always been. She is someone that can take anything you give her and make gold out of it. Everyone says Tiffany Stratton's a future world champion. Women's champion, of course. And she is. The attention that Tiffany Stratton is getting, Chelsea Green should be getting that 10 times more. Because I'm looking into the future right now. Bayley has her championship. Great for her. Charlotte's getting ready to come back. I love Charlotte, but she's had 10,000 championships already. There's only a couple more times you can give her that title, and it will mean something. Because after a while, even Charlotte's going to get sick of winning that title. For me, when I think about the future of the women's division, when I think about who's going to carry the women's division on SmackDown, I ain't looking at Nia Jax. I ain't looking at Bayley. I'm not going to be looking at Charlotte Flair when she comes back. I'm going to look at Chelsea Green. That's who should be carrying this division a year, 2 years from now. Will they go with it? Probably not. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and get into the review. Do me a solid favor. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I'm trying to figure out a way to market my channel a bit more. I've noticed just across the board, viewership has been down. And I think it's clear to everybody watching that I don't get the same numbers as I usually do. And I'm not going to blame the algorithm. I'm just going to blame me. Like, I'm clearly not doing something right, and I need to fix it. So we're going to find a way to market this channel a bit better. But you guys can really, really help me by hitting that like button. Because when you hit the like button, it tells YouTube that my content is something that you guys want to see, and it will push it out to other people here in the YouTube space. So please help me out while I figure out a way to get my channel back to what it was. Because lately, I don't know what's been going on. I think views are down across the board, but hey, what can you do? You just push through it. You just push through it. All right, so let's get to the sponsorship. Let's get to the plugs. Let's say hello to everybody. And then, of course, get to the review. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Give us a follow on Discord. But most importantly, give us a follow on TikTok. Why? Because I'm the tickets of the talkers. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt right now. Also, get you an old school Gillespie t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, the remix. For a limited amount of time. You got 2 weeks. 2 weeks until blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie goes away. We are getting whole new lineups of t-shirts coming. I'm a Just Alyx guy, it's just number 1. I got 2 more t-shirt designs that I'm workshopping. We'll have new designs by SummerSlam. So if you still want that blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie t-shirt, get it right now. Most importantly, thank you for the partners. The partners who continue to support this channel. And today's partner is Mint Mobile. If you're someone that's looking for an affordable phone plan, you're over here paying over $100 a month for all these other networks, when you could be paying $15 a month. I said $15. I said $15 a month. For a cheap, affordable, but still high quality plan. You get internet, you get great service, and you don't even have to change anything. You don't have to go through contracts or anything like that. All you gotta do is sign up. If that's something you're interested in, ladies and gentlemen, how's the bat we get a quick word from our partners, Mint Mobile, and then we'll get to some shout outs. This video is partnered by Mint Mobile. Like many of you, I've been trying to cut back on expenses lately, but let's be real. It's tough when you got things to do and you don't want to give them up. But sometimes you have to make those sacrifices to pay your phone bill and satisfy the big tech companies. That was until I discovered Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless services starting as low as $15 a month. With Mint Mobile, you can get high-speed data plus unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. The best part? You get to keep your phone and even the phone number. Now, if you do want to purchase your own phone, they do have phones available on the website, which you can get through the link. The internet service is reliably fast. It's so seamless, I put it up there with any other network on the market. Now, some of you might think switching to a new service is a hassle. Let me reassure you, this is only going to take you 15 minutes to set up. You could literally do it right now from your phone, no need to leave your house or contact anybody. And if your device does not support eSIM, then Mint Mobile will personally ship you a physical SIM card. So if you're like me and you want to save a little bit of money without sacrificing anything, use the link trymintmobile.com/justalyx and start your wireless plan today as low as $15 a month. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Start saving money by switching to Mint Mobile today. Again, thank you all so much for joining me. As you guys know, we are coming up 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, and we got our Super Chat champion here live with us. If you are someone that wants to take that Super Chat championship away from him, you're going to have to out-donate him. But I don't think, and I'm being real with you, I don't think you can outdo Corp CA. This is a different monster. He's not like your other Super Chat champs. He got a whole lot of that wallet. So if you're coming for the king, if you're coming for the chief, you're coming from the king, you best not miss. But that's SummerSlam. Right now, we're going to give a shout out to the moderators. So please show your love to the moderators. Ultra, Shiny Nights and Fires Heart, Elias, I do New Japan Pro Wrestling, Khalil does everything. And of course, Big MGM. And not forget, Highway Dealing Danger. Because they all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like me. And again, be sure you hit that like button. because the more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Right off the bat, we got Alexander. What a great name! Alexander the Great. That is your tagline, sir. So if you show up, that will be your tagline. Alexander the Great is in the business and into his house. We got Taryn Jones, Devon Standifer. Good to have you here. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? JJ, Bulldog. And of course, I see that super chat from the Corp CA Super Chat Champ. Let's play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please give it up for Alyx's World featuring your tribal chief and head of the table, Corporate Clyde. Just take it in and feel the power.
You heard him. Ladies and gentlemen, your tribal chief has spoken. Acknowledge him. Wow. Thank you for that donation, sir. Really appreciate that. And while you're at it, I'm going to need you to acknowledge one more. One more. And these people aren't just your average people. No. These people are royalty. We're talking about the number one reaction channel here in the YouTube space when it comes to wrestling. Say hello to A and B Combos Wrestling Edition. They are here to show you love and interact with you during the show. Go ahead and chat with them. Chat it up as we talk about wrestling. And give me your grades for tonight's SmackDown. 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, and of course, A, B, C, D, F. A being the highest, F being garbage. But thank you to the Super Chat Champ for being here. I see Joseph Winters, Aaron Teagle, Joe Shipley, Sean Swaby, baby! Sean Swaby in the Hits house. Chris Skywalker! What a name! Skywalker. My goodness. May the force be with you. We'll workshop your tagline, but that's your tagline. I was gonna say Chris Statlander. Nah, Chris Skywalker. May the force be with you. Ethan Zakarbuk. I also see Pikachu Black, Angela Lockwood. Hello, Miss Lockwood. Good to have you here. Angela's always showing up and always showing love. Dossie Chatham, did I say your name yet? I feel like I didn't say it. If I didn't, Dossie Chatham, what's up? It's you, Pink Panther. And the last one's going to 412 Flame. Okay, y'all, if I don't say your name, please don't be offended. I do want to go ahead and move on to the review here and just kind of get my thoughts out of the way when it comes to the show. Because I thought the show wasn't great, but there was still enough here worth talking about. So let me go ahead and get right to it, and then I'll get out of your hair. But thank you all for being here. Go ahead and keep donating. See your donations in, and I'll get to them after the show. Friday Night SmackDown, July 19th, 2024, 2 days after my birthday, by the way, was live, I believe, in Nebraska, right? Omaha, Nebraska. The CHI Health Center. Sold out crowd. Big audience, by the way. They're continuing to do big numbers. You can't hate on them. They're doing good business. Overall, crowd was hype. Didn't really feel like a dip was seen in the entire show. There were a couple of periods, and it happened during the Logan Paul and LA Knight segment, where Fox did black out the screen, and I'm told it was because a fan was flipping off. A fan was flipping off Logan Paul. Yeah, I know. Someone was flipping Logan Paul the bird, and they blanked out the screen because of that. Y'all, can we get SmackDown off of Fox? Damn. Really? Middle finger? That's what did it? Whatever, man. Cody Rhodes opens the show basically saying what happened to Randy Orton last week broke his heart. He knows that Randy Orton just got back from what was going to be career-ending back surgery. They say he would never wrestle the same again. And last week, they put him back on the shelf. For how long, we don't know. But Cody says he wants to get his revenge. He wants his pound of flesh. And he's going to do it for his buddy, Randall Keith Orton. And he's interrupted by, of all people to interrupt him, A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory come out, and I groan. Because I'm like, you're going to give Austin Theory a microphone, and we're going to get a match between Austin Theory and Cody. Can we give it up? Austin Theory ain't it. He's not it. I know you want it to be. I know you want him to be it. I get he's probably a good person backstage, him and Grayson Waller. But damn it all, both of them are lacking a lot. And they're getting all this TV time and this massive push. But it's just not working. It's just not working, man. Austin Theory says Cody's spending a lot of time talking about the Bloodline, but because of him, Jacob Fatu attacked Austin Theory. And then Cody reminded him, wait, aren't you complaining about Jacob Fatu when you should be complaining about your partner accidentally attacking you before then? You know, driving a wedge between this tag team that no one cares about. They get inside the ring and start attacking Cody Rhodes. Cody gets help from this boxer who gives him a chair. What was the boxer's name? I don't watch anything outside of wrestling. I have no idea who was helping out Cody. Y'all can tell me. This famous boxer that everyone apparently outside of wrestling who's not a nerd like me knows who he is, right? But it's a famous guy giving Cody Rhodes a chair. Cody runs off Austin Theory and Grayson. Voila! And they have a tag match in the main event. And Cody's like, I don't know if I have a partner. I want to fight them by myself. And Nick Aldis is saying, you need to have a partner. And then the Bloodline come up later on in the night. And I love these backstage segments with Solo Sikoa and the Gorillas of Destiny and Jacob Fatu in the background. You know, holding up the Samoan beads. And you see Solo with his mob boss suit on. And he's talking. And it's giving off vibes of Godfather. You know, I love it. I like the mob boss feel. It's a different look than what Roman was. And it works out so much better. But he basically said, anyone that helps Cody Rhodes, anyone that supports Cody Rhodes is in danger. You are an enemy of the Bloodline, and we are coming for you. He's stoking fear within the roster and making sure no one helps Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody did get help tonight, and unfortunately, that guy met his end, at least for the time being. But I like this. I like that we're making the Bloodline seem even more dangerous now, and a lot more surgical. A lot more serious than what it was with Roman Reigns. And it's coming across very well. The presentation of this iteration of the Bloodline is top-notch. Although I still don't feel like Solo Sikoa is a main event player. He's just not a main event player to me. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? Speaking of main event players, Andrade El Idolo took on him, Carmelo Hayes. This match between Carmelo and Andrade was fantastic. I was blown away by how good this match was. This was the kind of match you would expect from AEW. And I say that because AEW is the superior wrestling show. This was the match that made me feel like, okay, there are some people who can compete with those AEW wrestlers. This was amazing. And I love that Andrade won off of a counter to a Hurricane Rana head scissors face buster. It was amazing. Amazing counter to win the match. These two need more matches. Turn it into a series where the winner gets a shot at the United States Championship. Seriously, I am thirsting. I am begging. I am hungry for more matches between these two. And I hope they get it. Seriously, I hope they get that. Well, that was an excellent match. Oh, Lord. Is this when we get the Bayley and Nia Jax sit-down interview? Yep. So backstage, we're doing Bayley and Nia Jax via satellite, and they're both in different parts doing a sit-down interview. Nia starts talking. Nia says she's not even listening to Corey Graves ask the question. And she says, you need to look at her. She's talking to Bayley. Bayley, look at her. And she needs to know that you should start feeling sorry for Bayley. Because she's going to put Bayley down like the old sick dog that she is. Bayley is not old. Bayley is like in her young 30s, so calm down, Nia. The role model, Bayley says, Jax hasn't changed in 10 years. And Nia protests that she should be addressed as Queen Nia. Because she did win the Queen of the Ring, so you address her the right way. That is Queen Nia Jax. And apparently this is Corpsier's wife, our Super Chat champion, since he's a tribal chief. Is that how you roll, buddy? All right. Well, I'm not gonna knock your taste. I'm just saying, Bayley's right there. But anyways, Bayley responds in the most super savage way possible. Bayley says she has bad news for her. She doesn't want her to listen to what people are saying about how much bigger she is. And if she's saying she's changed so much, well, so has Bayley. And she's walking out champion, and there's not a damn thing Nia can do about it. And then Bayley told Nia Jax, when you injured me in 2017, you didn't do it because you were big. You didn't do it because you were vicious. You didn't do it because you were stronger. You did it because you were big, clumsy, and reckless. Oh, she went there. And I love that as soon as she said that, Nia's face went like, what? Really? Like, she really went there. Like, she wasn't expecting it. And Bayley was like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I fucking said it. Yeah, you were a reckless bitch that hurt a lot of women back then. Got him. And Nia was flustered. Like, I really do believe she was actually flustered when Bayley said that. Because she was like, can this end? Can this be over with? I love it. I love that we're tying in real life heat, because that really was the reason why women, well, wrestlers period, did not want to work with Nia Jax. She did walk around backstage like she owned the locker room, that she was better than what she really was. She did. I don't know. I feel like if you want people to care about this feud, you gotta go there. And I'm happy they went there. Because this was lacking. It was lacking big time. And I'm happy we made it personal, finally. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair backstage. Want to talk to Adam Pearce to get a title shot. Chelsea Green meet them and said, nah. I want to talk to Adam Page and get a title shot. And then Bianca says, well, bitch, meet me in the ring. Catch me outside. How about that? And they went outside to the ring, and Bianca beats her in 10 seconds. Because why not? Why care about Chelsea Green, who's the real star of SmackDown? She will be later when people finally wake up to how great she is. Although fans, I think, are finally starting to realize how great Chelsea Green is. Although I've been saying it for what feels like over a year now. Afterwards, the Hex Girls. I don't know what they're called. Isla Dawn, Alba Fire. They came up on the Titantron and said, hey, Bianca. Hey, Jade. You want these titles? You want these titles? Over our dead bodies. I said, you better be careful saying that, because them titles curse. Them titles are cursed. LA Knight. LA Knight. Yeah. Came to the ring to do a contract signing with Logan Paul. This was easily the best segment of the entire show. The highlight of the night for me. No offense to anybody else working. I just thought this was the best part of the show. Paul says he's not giving LA Knight a title shot because LA Knight is not relevant. He hasn't deserved it. But LA fires back and says every time they've been face to face, he's owned Logan's ass and cooked him. And he keeps making his case But Logan cuts him off and says Knight needs the match, but he doesn't. Knight needs the match more than Logan does. He talks about his extracurriculars and says LA Knight is a gym rat with a spray tan and a catchphrase cosplaying as The Rock. And I'm like, that's the best you can do, Logan? He says the same shit in every single feud. I am a multimedia global sensation, media, social media, my mama's media, yo daddy's media superstar. I don't give a fuck. We get it. You're very, 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 very famous. But who gives a fuck? No one likes you, Logan. The fuck up. Sorry, I went off script there. Knight says there's nothing he hasn't heard before, and he wants to talk about frauds. Logan is out here pretending to be the United States champion, but he won't sign a contract. He mentioned his brother. At least Jake Paul is willing to step in the ring with Mike Tyson. I would think balls ran the family, but they clearly don't if you don't want to fight me. And that's all Logan needed. Logan then said, you know what? Since you want to test me, fine. You can catch these hands in 2 weeks. And they signed the contract. They start shoving each other. And then Logan attacks LA Knight from behind. LA Knight gets the upper hand. And Logan says, deuces. And that was the segment. Again, the match itself is going to be amazing. I believe these two are going to steal the show. There's a lot of matches at SummerSlam I see have the potential to really be fantastic. This is going to steal the show. LA Knight and Logan Paul are probably going to be the highest match of the entire show. Although those women's matches, Nia Jax, Bayley, let's not sleep on that. And of course, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, that's going to be a great match too. Speaking of women, Tiffany Stratton took on Mia Yim. As I said, I think Mia Yim has improved leaps and bounds inside the ring. I am absolutely loving Mia Yim's performance. And I hope and pray it leads to something. It won't. She'll continue losing after this, but she deserves something after her improvement inside the ring. Well, she did get something. Because during the match, Bayley comes out, destroys Tiffany Stratton's briefcase because she's going to get a new briefcase, probably bedazzled, and it's going to be pink. But it distracted Tiffany Stratton, allowing our girl Mia Yim to get that V. Not W, but that V. That, I was going to say something smart. I don't know why I said V. I should have just said W. Or about VW. Or VBW. Very big win. Doesn't work, I know. Anyways, Mia Yim wins the match. And she gets help from Bayley, so that's probably the last time she'll ever win something. Main event was A-Town, upside down, sideways, who gives a fuck. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller taking on Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. The match was bleh. No one cares about these jobbers. Although they were former champions, they're jobbers now. Cody beats Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Now, what people care about is what happened afterwards. The Bloodline come out immediately and assault Cody and Kevin. And when I say assault, they beat the piss out of the Blood. The Bloodline beat the piss out of Kevin and Cody. Well, mostly Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu looked like a savage beast. He was a monster. A monster, a monster. I turned into a monster. Who sung that song? Anyways, Jacob Fatu literally obliterated Kevin and Cody. And of course, the rest of the Bloodline came in and just, they put Cody through a table, and Kevin ate the steel steps with a chair around his neck. So they continue to dominate. And of course, the story here is that Cody doesn't have any allies now. And no one will help him because they don't want to be attacked by the Bloodline. So going into SummerSlam, he's by himself. And the person who will come and help him is an unlikely ally, which is Roman Reigns. It's a sell for Roman Reigns to come back. Or maybe it's a sell for Hikuleo to make an appearance and help Solo get that victory. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, I didn't hate SmackDown tonight. It was okay. Very pedestrian. That's the best way I'm going to describe it. It was just there. It was just there. But regardless, I do want people to understand something. SummerSlam is going to be great. SummerSlam is going to be a fantastic show. On paper, it already looks great. The hype might not be where we want it to be, might not be where it should be. I think when we get to the end of this build-up, probably the last week or so, they're going to turn it up. And then we're going to be reminded, oh yeah, this is going to be a great show. So I'm not really worried about it. I think SummerSlam's going to be great. But hopefully things do pick up. All right, thank y'all so much for being here. Let me go ahead and interact with you for a little bit in the live chat. I am going to turn on super chats here so you guys can get your donations in. I see people have kind of, they've already kind of made up their mind about Cody. I'm seeing some comments about him being a very blasé champion, which is, like what I tell you, it is what it is. They're called the Unholy Union. I don't care. They're the Hex Girls. JJ Bulldog says people still ain't hyped of Damian versus Gunther though. I'm gonna be real with you. People shouldn't sleep on that match. Don't sleep on Damian Priest and Gunther. John Bill II. Isla Dawn is sexy. Well, clearly you have a taste, and that's fine. I never really just looked at her. She's alright. Xavier Jackson, YouTube member Xavier Jackson. Welcome to the Theory Ain't It Club. I'm the founding member. Bro, I've been in that club. You just now figuring it out. Corpse CA, A and B in his house. Holla if you hear me. I'm looking forward to Gunther and Priest. Yeah, I think Gunther and Priest is going to be a really good match. The Andrade Hayes match slapped. Yes, it did. It was a great match. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Yeah, Nia Jackson 2021 was, before she got released, was not doing great at all. She was not doing great whatsoever. So she's improved leaps and bounds, but Bayley was right. Bayley was like, look, you were reckless as hell. Jacob fought 2 packing bodies. I like that. You know it. You know he's out here whipping that ass. Joseph Winter says Austin Theory was never it. Facts. Yeah, Fox is over here just blacking out screens for the dumbest reasons, but what can you do? Sean Swaby says Nia was legitimately offended when Bayley called her out. And she should be. She went for the jugular on that one. That one was screwed up. Joker from Persona 5 says, I felt like barfing when LP, Logan Paul, said he met with a former president. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Khalil does everything. I need Roman to come back very soon. This new bloodline does not work for me at all. I think it's been working for me. Corpse CA says, here's a hot take. I got Damian beating Gunther. Wow! Really? Now that would be a shocker. I don't. I think Gunther's taking that title, but Damian wins. That's going to be a massive shocker. Massive. Let me see here. People still ain't hyped of Damian versus Gunther, though, even though they want him to turn face. We'll see. Damian could still work as a face. We're going to give it a shot. I'm more excited for All In than SummerSlam. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me think about that for a minute. Because All In, AEW has been doing a pretty good job with All In. Lately. even. They're about even, which is good. That's a compliment for AEW. Because usually I'd be like, nah, buddy, AEW is not it right now. But they I feel like they're back on track for the time being. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all so much for being here. Again, as I find a way to get the views back on this channel, I really appreciate if you guys hit the like button and interact with people. Someone did ask me, do the views go up when I post? Actually, yes. I did notice that when my live streams post, the views skyrocket. So I think what happens is people aren't notified when I go live anymore. And I just noticed that too. So if you're watching this after the fact and you wasn't here for the live and you wasn't notified about it, it's because YouTube's not notifying you. So you might want to go ahead and get into your settings and turn on your notifications again. Because that's a problem that I'm seeing across the board. Even though I'm posting this in the community tabs, I'm on Twitter or Facebook posting it there, the numbers still aren't coming in as strongly as they used to come. And it's not just with me, it's across the board. Numbers are down. But what do? You just gotta work through it. But we'll be here regardless of who's watching me. Now, I will still do these live streams if 20 people are watching me. But we're gonna get those numbers up. So thank you all so much for joining me here. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. And as always, you are welcomed. Please know that you will be welcomed right here in Alyx's world, the place it is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Get the Mint Mobile, $15 a month. Check out A&B Combos, Wrestling Edition. And of course, subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. When you're